Hey, how's it going, guys? Just gonna do some commentary over my most recent battle. I am testing out a deck with Magmortar in it. If you saw my last video, it's the same deck here. So, jumping right in, I have 2 games. The first one, you'll see how this kind of turned out. Usually when you get a good game going, they end up kind of freaking out and quitting. So I wanted to make sure I got a full game, or almost a full game in, for anybody that wanted to watch. So right here I made the decision to lead off with Magmar. Typically I keep him in the back on the bench before I get going, but since I had the Pokecom in hand, I figured I'd wait and see what this guy was going to be able to do. I'm not too scared. He doesn't have anything on his bench at this point. So I am going to Pokecom. And let's see here. We go for the Oricorio. Oricorio is kind of my backup attacker. He is the staller, but he's also great for softening up hard to reach bench targets. So if they keep moving around, I use Oricorio to basically gust them back into place. And it's kind of an annoying little tactic, but it does work, and it buys me some time to load up my Magmortar. So you can see I just did the damage on his Pokemon there, and I got a good head coin toss. Ended up doing an extra 30 damage, so we got 50 damage on him. I can't seem to tell what his strategy is. He's got water and fire in there. I couldn't really figure out what this guy was doing, to be honest. So he attacks into me, and you can see I have an item on there. When attached to a fire Pokemon, it burns them if you attack into it. So I am already set up. He scoops, and we're on to game 2. But that seems to happen with this deck, is I get a good lead going, they realize they're not in a good position. Granted, none of these decks are excellent. I am playing some B tier decks because this deck is not consistent. I have beaten maybe one top tier deck. I think I've beaten ADP RC Dialga Palkia deck once, but it is not a consistent deck, that is for sure. But I do have fun with decks of similar quality. So you can see here, leading off with the Oricorio, get that extra card from the mulligan. Oricorio is a great lead off for me, and you can see with this deck that he comes in handy, really handy with the strategy that's going on my opponent's side, because he's going to be switching in and out with Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop, and he'll be going back and forth. He's also going to bring in the Pokédolls to try and stall while he can set up. And Oricorio is just going to get right around that. And you can see here, this guy wasn't reading my cards. Either that, or he just didn't think that, it was going to do anything impactful. I don't know what he thought, but right here, so I have a Pokecom. I'm going to grab a basic and get Magmar. Always want to set him up early. And get the Aqua Bike. I was like, oh, I can get 2 energies out of this before a Welder. I did the risky play. I wanted it on Magmar, assuming that I get an energy for Oricorio, which I did. And I guessed up his Hitmontop, because Hitmontop, you can read there, can't do anything unless Hitmonlee attacked. And Hitmonlee's only good attack is after Hitmonchan attacks. And so he didn't have Hitmonlee on the field. I thought him on top was the best target. You can see he puts Hitmonchan up into the front, and he is forcing me to gust up one of my own Pokemon, but then you can also see this is why I set up Magmar. So I'm going to take a hit from Hitmonchan, hit and run, right, 40 damage, and he goes back into the Pokeball. So this is the strategy that you have to deal with. He's doing little damage and then running away. I'm going to go ahead and get my Magmortar so I can start to bring in the cards that I want. You can see here I Cynthia first before I Magmortar, obviously, because I don't want to shuffle what I bring up to the top of my deck, and I often make little mistakes like that with this deck. I'm doing things in the wrong order all the time. So I'm debating where to put this energy. And then I get the switch. I wanted the switch because I wanted to bring Oricorio back up and be able to target down one of his benched Pokemon. You can see I smooth over and put an Oranguru on top because Oranguru and Magmortar work together. I can basically grab any card I want from my deck as long as I have a card in hand that I'm willing to swap. You can see later on how I will try to put a fire energy on top of my deck as my swap, because that works for Magmortar's main attack. He gets an extra 100 attack for every energy discarded between your deck and your opponent. You can see here my Magmortar just got its butt kicked by Hitmonlee. So I wasn't even paying attention to that. He comes up and just smacks it. So obviously we're going to have to retaliate. I am now just using Oranguru's ability just to see what's on the top of my deck. Obviously not the same as being able to set up whatever I want, but still an okay ability if you don't have anything in your hand or you just want to see what's there and you're about to shuffle in there. So we go for the Captivating Salsa. I see Mew over there. No energy. You know, he's not going to try to focus energy on Mew. So he's definitely going to have to waste one if he wants to get it out of the active position. That Mew is just there to defend his bench. So you can see he places the energy on the Hitmonchan. He tries to gust up one of my Pokemon. He's not able to. Burn's doing me really good. Mew only has 20 HP left. This is an easy knockout from whatever angle I want to take that. So you can see here I'm using the ability. What am I going to do? I want to take out his Stadium card with my own, even though I didn't take advantage of it this turn. And this is where I goofed. I totally put up the wrong Magmortar, and I couldn't attack him and take him out. But luckily, he goofs on this turn too, I think. I think he puts up the wrong guy. So we both basically did not do the right thing here. He brings up Hitmonlee, but he can't do anything with Hitmonlee because Hitmonchan didn't attack his last turn. So, you know, he's kind of stuck. And what he should have done is put up the Pokédoll. The only thing I can think he's maybe trying to avoid the Oricorio bringing him up. Like he maybe was avoiding the damage on Hitmonlee. I have no idea. You can see here he puts down his Stadium card to get rid of mine. That was just bait though. I didn't actually mind losing that Stadium. I have another one in my deck that I thought would be more handy at this time. Didn't mind losing that. Slugma goes down. We're just preparing for the Magmortar. I'm sorry, the Magmortar. Couldn't get any energy on Magmortar, which is disappointing because we could have left Hitmonlee with a burn and 50 damage. The burns are really handy in this deck. Just random kind of attempts at some passive damage based on a coin flip. You can see here I put down the stadium that I wanted. Now we're rolling. Now I got my engine going. I got a welder in hand. I got 2 energy in hand. And I got my smooth over and primate wisdom combo. What do I want to grab? So I'm looking through here. What am I thinking? I think I'll go for the burning scarf. Did I go for that? You can see I'm having trouble deciding here what's going to do the best for me. So I ended up doing the burning scarf because if he attacks anything, I want him to get a burn. So we swap out that. Go ahead and attach to the active. Put an energy down. And we just burst. And we just want to get rid of his Pokédoll. Magmortar is taking a hit from anything he brings up. Because I don't know what happened to the his strategy here. I don't even know if he knew what he was doing at this point. He's just trying to build his bench space, but he's not getting a lot of energy down. Which is really holding him back. He just basically just turns it over. And that almost felt like a free turn. So we're gonna get 2 more energy here. Right. And we want to smooth over. What do I want this time? I want to set up the 9-kills. 9-kills has a fun ability where I'm able to dust up any of his Pokemon from the bench, provided I have 2 fire energy to discard, and the ability for tracking down. Overkill on that one. I discard an energy from my deck, and he discards one from his, not doing him any favors since he can't seem to get energy on his Pokemon anyway. So overkill, 280 damage on that Hitmonchan. So looks like we got a Manphy. Theo. So he's gonna make me pick which Pokemon I want up, and I'm gonna do Oricorio, who only has 1 retreat cost. So if he tries to Pokédoll me, I'm gonna bring up Oricorio and have him take up someone else, or in this case, he doesn't. And I'm just gonna be able to retreat with Oricorio. And all I need to do is put 1 energy. I was like, oops, almost didn't get the 9-tails there first. Now, we're gonna go ahead and switch. Put the energy on top of the deck, take the 9-tails. There we go. Got energy on top for sure, 180. Boom, and we got rid of his other Hitmonchan, you can see there. So his combo here is hurting for sure. I think we got rid of 3 Hitmonchans at this point, which totally screws up his strategy. He's going to try to shuffle those back in. You can see there, he puts 2 Hitmonchans, 2 energies back in. At this point, it just seems a little too late. I am in a great board position. I am not feeling threatened by his side of the field at all at this point. So we're going to stack the deck with some energies. And I'm kind of debating here what's my best move. I think I was thinking, do I want to Oricorio? No, he's not in a good position. I don't really care what he's doing. I'm just going to play it safe. You know, primate wisdom. I don't even have to put the energy on top this time because we're attacking into the doll. So I'm able to kill that with my main attack. So I'm just going to simply see what I get here. And Acrobike. So I want that. I want to see what he's going to have on top of his deck. I put the energy on there. And I think that was because I wanted to just get rid of it. I forget if I used Yeah, there we go. Okay. I used that attack overkill on his doll, but I wanted to get rid of that energy because I can see he's got a 1-card hand. He's struggling to get energy. He's struggling to get a hit punch hand down. He puts Marshadow down. Gets rid of my stadium, but you can see I was holding on to the same stadium, knowing that he'd probably get rid of it at some point. And here's where we basically go off. Give me my 2 energy. Hey, Ninetales. Let's get that ability. And I want his biggest attack right here. I want Hitmonlee. I'm going to Primate Wisdom. Put the energy on top. Ground Burn. And yeah, I don't even need to attach energy. We go. So he puts the doll back up. I know he's sweating at this point, and he drew into nothing, and we got it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.